Greetings, programs. Welcome back to ArcNeo Reviews, and welcome to apparently more weird little mini systems. Tonight's video is actually going to be pretty short, but yeah, apparently I had a straggler in these. For anyone who doesn't know, or if I didn't even explain this well, basically I bought one of these weird little gaming systems. That was the red one that looks like a Game Boy. I can't remember what it was called. But I bought that one. And then told some friends and stuff I was going to do a video on it. And then these friends got together and ordered me a whole bunch of these other ones. So I finally got like a list of all of them. So apparently there is like 3 more on the way, actually, beyond this one. So a couple more of these videos coming out. But enough rambling. Today we're looking at the Children's Favors handheld game with 220 games. And if this looks familiar, there's a good reason. This is another Qingxi system. Qingxi. I'm not sure how you're supposed to say that. I studied Japanese, not Chinese. And even that I didn't get very far in. But, yeah, this is another version of those systems I looked at early on that I referred to as the twins. So, here you can see, usual stuff. A little bit more of a proper box, actually. No, I can't show you this compared to the other boxes, because, I thought I was done, so I threw all the boxes away already. Oops. But, yeah, here we have system itself. It is very, very colorful. They did sell a couple different designs of this. There was this one. There was like a plain one that had like a black front and then an aqua blue on the sides here. And then there was the one that you saw on the actual box itself. But, yeah, this is basically just another iteration of these. It is even, the S5 instead of the S4. Same button layouts and everything. But there are a few differences, actually, worth noting. The plastic, it's a completely different plastic. To be fair, it feels a little bit lighter, possibly a little bit cheaper. But, this new plastic is actually a matte finish, so it's not sitting there getting, covered in fingerprints every time you think about it for too long. As well as the battery pack has been tweaked ever so slightly, so that there is now a screw hole. And like one of the other systems did, it came with little baggy, 2 screws, tiny little screwdriver like your old, 90s tech decks came with. But other than that, just 3 AAA batteries again. Only other change actually is the output jack here. It's not using that slightly, the undersized one, the 1.8 millimeter, I think that is. This is using the full size, headphone jack style, and this actually came with, shock of all shocks, an output cable that actually had all 3 connections. Every single one of these I've had only had 2. This one actually has all 3 to output relative stereo. So that's actually pretty neat, if you ask me. Other than that, let's go ahead and do the usual. Turn off the light. I'm not going to bother doing any direct capture on this one. But another thing that's weird about this one is the way that the menu works. You can only select a game by coming up here and hitting the start button. If you try to use A or B, it actually moves you around the list in like a very weird large interval. But so, and as well as the games on here don't seem to be direct, like ROM copies and stuff, so much as just, the weird 8-bit retro style games that a lot of these little systems have, which is kind of neat if you ask me. Like I said, there's not a ton to cover. This is going to be a short video, but yeah, it seems to have mostly, relatively original games, even though these Masked Man games, which are basically the exact same game on here twice, has Orange RoboCop for the mascot, and then it's some weird kind of Spider-Man game when you actually play it. I have no idea. This is the most inexplicable garbage I've seen. But, yeah, other than that, basically just another iteration of these two. But, this time featuring, relatively original stuff. So, that is a thing that exists if you care to look for it. It's super easy to find these all over Amazon. So, this one I'll even put a link to, because again, there's no, lifted ROMs on this that I could find. So, yeah, I'll put a link to it in the description if you want to bother checking it out. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.